Now Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. Throwing Jones. That's complete to Tony. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Off the play fake, Prescott. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Prescott now. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Prescott now from the 50. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On play action, Prescott. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. They'll throw again, Prescott. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. From the 25 on 2nd down. Prescott over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
The ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding it.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help. And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy. This is intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either. Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Jones to throw on 3rd down. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. And he's out right at the 25. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing, Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. Fighting to stay on his feet past midfield. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now a give here to Pollard. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest. You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it. Helping out his rack, right? RAC? Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense. That's up.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance, as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now, to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. From the gun, Jones looking for his receiver, Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Badgley on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again. And I guess right now as we look at some of his struggles today, the term next play really applies here. He's got to move on.
I love where your head is on that because that's where his head needs to be, exactly what you've said. Yes, there have been mistakes made, but he's got to move on and play the next play as if it didn't happen, keep his confidence up. But how about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've got to be feeling great.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. On 1st down, Pollard. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Pollard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there. So I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Come get some. Come on here, come get some. Here, Whittington. Whittington. Line 28. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Prescott to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys are able to add on to their first half lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Badgley on for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. 5 plays there on that drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. We get a look at Sterling Shepard as he and the rest of the offense march out into place. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Jones. And they go back to Tony. It's complete this time. The Giants on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the 2nd quarter. From the 41, Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where you see the final score there. Odell Beckham, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, let's make the quick trip up the Parkway and check in on the Ravens at home in Baltimore. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley to check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Trey Lance has thrown a touchdown pass. In the game you're watching, you've seen a strong first half out of Dak Prescott. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front. As we hand things back over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football, because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball. Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run the counter. Pollard. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Second and 11. To throw is Prescott. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Yeah, this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Forced out. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, and it's third and short. They'll try to run for it with Barkley.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4. Now, these two teams you might remember met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas.
Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for first and 10.
Line 14, line 14. Come on, boy. Set up. You better be ready.
Operating from the gun. Jones. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. From the gun, Jones. Looking sideline, incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Dallas offense set for this next drive.
They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Prescott on first down. Steps away to his left. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Play action now. Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Dancing, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Dexter Lawrence
able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York ready to go again offensively. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Going to run again here with Pollard. Fights loose. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. That catch good for only a couple. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Touchdown! Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys add on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Another drive coming up for New York's offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And Ingram hauls it in.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now here's a throw that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Well, you know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Back to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll try the left side. Ratliff. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Ratliff. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. That's Will Hernandez, former 2nd rounder out of UTEP. Now Jones. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Gano's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Oh, it shifts past him. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4.
2nd and 6. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And